My name is Jonathan Smucker. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. I'm 33 years old. I do a lot of work like leadership development with nonprofits. That's what my business is, so I have some flexibility. I've been able to take a little bit of time off to give some time to this. Some of what I talk about are just things that I try to remember when I'm talking to people generally, including talking to a reporter, and that is, for one, I think the tactic has really attracted the media. You know, we're occupying Wall Street. That's really exciting. But are we really here to talk about our tactics, or are we here to talk about the broader issues that are affecting so many Americans?
All interviews at an exciting occupation like this is to talk about the what is going on, the blow by blow. We call it the story of the battle, the story about the battle, right? But we
I think that if you look historically at the role of vibrant social movements, the role isn't to create specific policy solutions. The role is to create a demand, a really strong demand in a direction, so that there's pressure on our elected officials. And that's more important now than ever, I believe, because of the pressure and the power of big money on our political establishment. Even politicians who I think mean well are really between a rock and a hard place. I think it was Frederick Douglass who said power concedes nothing without a demand. And I think that's really true. And I think that's what we're seeing here. I've been thinking about this, and I think I'd like to look back 10 years from now. I'd like for all of us to look back 10 years from now and look at this moment and think that was the launch. That was the moment when our country started to, when this kind of economic populist movement took root, and we changed the direction of our country and started working together for economic justice and to take care of each other again, like we used to do. Like I said, I own my own small business. I've been able to take off a little bit of time. A lot of people can't do that, so people have been sending things, people have been doing what they can. And I think the success of this emerging movement in part will come by finding more and more ways for people of all stripes and all levels of availability to do something. You know, we've had a couple of decades in this country, you know, under both political parties' administrations, where the people who were heard were the people with a lot of money. And I think that's made a lot of Americans very cynical about engaging in the political system. And I think people are taking notice right now, big time, on Wall Street, in Washington. Some people are going to try to ride the wave. Hopefully they'll also take it seriously and not just try to co-opt it. And some people are you know, fighting against it. But people are taking notice, and you know, I think we have a long way to go to really be heard, to really be shifting the direction of our national policy, of the way our government works. But I think America is rediscovering collective action right now, and that's really important. You know, individualism, materialism, consumerism. You know, there's some great things from those things. There's some benefits, but there's a real cost too. And I think you know, coming together as different communities to take action for our own future together. You know, that's as American as apple pie. That's a noble American tradition, and it's been missing in a really strong way, in a popular way, kind of beyond just the usual suspects, like, oh, those are the activists out there. It's been missing in terms of regular folks coming together, and you're seeing that now. It's exciting.